Welcome back to Toy Surprise. It's the Heinz episode.
Yeah, 57.
Heinz 57. You got it. You didn't have to think about it.
I was thinking about it already.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
I know. I'm a mind reader.
Well,
I'm Mysteiron.
on a good day.
Yeah, it's true.
Labmonkey number 9.
And welcome back. Yeah, episode 57. How'd we get here so quick?
I don't know.
You know, I did something today that I never do.
You pulled your back.
Nope. Do that every other day.
um,
To my hand.
What's that?
I took notes.
Come on.
I took notes.
That's not fair.
It's
You're cheating.
Well, I wouldn't call it cheating. I call it educating myself for the benefit of the public.
Cool.
Well, I have a lot of different things to talk about. I want to get the dates right.
Yeah.
Because today's episode is going to feature some controversial toys. Toys that are of people who've done not so controversial things, but got them in a lot of trouble to the utmost worst possible things you can do that have
there's
figures of them.
The full range, and there's figures of them. And I'm going to cover going to Terroronto at Eyesore Cinema.
Yeah.
Yes, we're kind of doing two things at the same time.
But before we get into those, I want to show you the things I picked up this week.
What do you mean I picked up for you?
Some of the things I picked up for myself.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, you did. You were so kind. You went to EB Games and you picked me up not one, not two, not three, but 4 of the new Superpower figures. So there's Dead Man.
Woo-hoo.
Really love that figure.
Yeah, I got one too.
And
I like Dead Man.
Animal Man. And
What's that? I don't know Animal Man. What's Animal Man's
he
story?
turns into different animals, and he's kind of like Aquaman for animals.
Like a changeling, kind of?
Kinda. You know. I don't really remember what his powers are too much. I mean, I do. He changes into animals, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And Mr. Terrific. And my favorite one of all, Cyborg. This one's an amazing figure. I don't have an original Cyborg.
Neither do I.
And then I picked up from the Silver Snail the most favorite one of our toy group, Lobo. So these are all going to get opened, and I might even buy another one of the Cyborg and chrome paint him.
So I have 2 different versions.
So I'll have 2 different versions. One's that look more like the original.
Yeah.
Until I get an original.
Yeah, I got a Cyborg as well, just because he looks just like the old one.
It looks exactly, yeah.
It's
It's a
good.
great figure, except the hands don't pop off.
Mm,
And he had those little attachments.
right. Okay.
But, you know, for a placeholder, my goodness, what a great figure.
Yeah, $15.
$15. I mean, 15 Canadian's only like 10 American.
Yeah.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
They're great figures for $10. That's what an action figure should be priced.
Yeah.
But Lobo from the series prior, and of course,
He's quite a bit bigger than the rest.
yeah,
of them.
he's
Just
like
because
twice the size.
Just because he is in like they put it to scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Terrific's from the new Superman movie.
Hmm.
And Dead Man is from the 70s, and he's from the 90s, and it's just across the gamut of different guys.
Yeah.
Superpowers figures. Those are the first pickups of the week. They came into my possession yesterday. Hold on a second. They came into my possession yesterday. Yeah, see what I did there, everybody? If you know, put it in the comments. And
what do I got here? Oh, I forgot to get you this. So
yes. Oh, dude. Thank
it's,
you.
From Roko Mashu.
Look at that. You get 2 mentions on the show. He's going immediately into the monster cabinet. He is amazing.
Oh, remember I lost my header cards?
Yeah. Well, you can have this one back.
Yeah.
If I like you.
Of course you like me.
All right, I'll give you one.
57 episodes, you must like
This
me.
is true. This is true. All right, you can have the header card.
Woohoo.
And I will have
I lost them in the
the
pile of
monster.
garbage on
He's
your-
really
on your
cool.
couch last time.
So thank you again to Roku Mashu. And he won't stand up. These are figures I can't make stand because they don't have posable
Close.
legs. But
Close.
yeah. What else you got?
This guy.
Oh, he's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost got him for you yesterday, but you passed.
Nah, I don't need him. I like him and everything, but
Lord Deathman. It's pretty cool. And there's also a green bone version of him as
Yeah.
well. This looks pretty neat. And he's from 1966. First appearance in Batman Volume 1, 180. He's skilled at yoga, and you can fake his own death by slowing down his heart.
oh, I like it. I can do that too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take my pulse. I'm not kidding you.
You can slow down.
Now watch this. You feel my pulse?
Yeah.
You feel it, right?
Yeah.
Watch this. Now what do you feel?
your pulse.
No, you don't feel it now. No, do you feel it now?
You can just turn your
It's
pulse
gone.
off.
I can turn my pulse off. Do it again. Touch it again.
Get lost.
Yeah, touch it again. Make it come back. Ready? Watch. See? Yoga.
You're just hiding your vein down.
I know.
But yeah, Lord Deathman, or also known as Deathman. It's pretty cool.
And I went on Max Sold, and it's a website it's an auction website, and they had all these toy lots. A lot of filler, a lot of junk, a lot of stuff just piled in bins. There was some good things that were in with lots, but it wasn't worth buying the whole lot for like one figure of something that I could get for half the price. But I did get this because I collect Mego, obviously we all do on some level. And this is a carded Sunny Botto.
It's a lot larger than I thought it would
Yeah,
be.
he's 12 inches.
Wow.
And
the box too, right?
and he's skiing on the back, which is a little ironic if we
Isn't
know about the
isn't that how he died?
demise of Sunny Botto. Yeah, a little foreshadow right there.
Oh, man.
But anyway, it's the Sunny Botto doll. I have the share.
What else is he doing on the back? Can I see?
Yeah, I haven't taken him out yet, but you can take a look and see.
Wow. Oh, great sculpt.
Oh, look at this. There's a share
Oh, so like there's some-
catalog of clothes that you can get. Wow, look at all the outfits you can get for Sunny. Dude, you could dress him up as like different 70s Sunny Bonos. It's
so
amazing.
he doesn't get anywhere near as many outfits.
No, Cher got looks like maybe 20 or more.
Holy shit.
Double-sided. Cher has about 30 outfits. He has 5 or
He
6.
says 5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
And look at this. This for the photos for the back, this is a slightly different
Head sculpt.
figure.
He looks like Lee Hazelwood in those ones.
Yeah, he's a little bit different. And that happens often. They do
Prototype figure.
they'll have a prototype to do the box packaging, and then the figure will finally come through like in the end, right?
But I am gonna let him breathe.
Oh, I think he's kind of in space. They're suggesting he's on the moon.
Oh, Sunny Bono in space.
I got this off of eBay. It's
Oh, Clarabel.
Clarabel from Howdy Doody, and this goes along with that other toy I showed in one of the past episodes, the that weird puppet
Right.
Flapadoodle. Or
Oh,
hold
I
on,
need
hold on,
to
hold
see
on a
this.
second. It's gonna make a sound. You remember how Clarabel only speaks with a horn?
Okay.
So they put a horn feature in. It's kind of like a duck call.
God, it's amazing.
So Clarabel didn't speak. Just answered.
I've seen these, and I never realized it was what it seems to be.
And it's Clarabel. It says Clarabel right on the
Yeah.
box there.
Very cool. So this is 50s.
Yes. Yeah. Because Howdy Doody was she?
49 to like
47 to 60.
60, yeah.
And I read this thing on the internet, so it must be right. During rehearsals, the staff of the show would sometimes make the puppets do lewd sexual acts
I
with
believe
one
it.
another.
There's video footage.
One of the guys wrote it in a book that they wrote from the show.
There's video footage of the show New Zoo Review, and they're being lewd on camera.
Oh,
And it
so
was-
it did get caught.
It did get caught, and we'll play it at the end of the episode. It's
No way.
hysterical.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Oh, it's so funny.
Cool.
That was my favorite show as a little kid.
Right.
It was New Zoo Review, those little weird figures from last episode, the little owl,
Oh, the hubbubs.
hubbubs.
Yeah.
I had all that kind of stuff. And any anthropomorphic animal, I was just nuts over when I was like 2.
Right.
But I remember it. Like I remember New Zoo Review I remember being blown away because his name was Freddie and he had an F on his shirt. I thought that was the most mind-boggling meta thing ever.
I love that you were meta ed too.
I was always advanced. I was always an advanced something, that's for sure. I was something. So I went to our friends at West End Comics in Toronto today.
Yeah.
And because
That's
I...
a great shop. Yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic.
They recently moved, like it's last year, maybe.
Yeah, just a couple blocks west.
Yeah.
Now they have a bigger
Now
shop.
they're extra West End
Yes. Now they're at the most west you can get on Queen West.
before he starts turning into
To another city.
Shore, yeah.
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 So because I got the Conan Mego,
Oh,
call the Conqueror.
wow.
And I was looking at this on the internet, and I thought, I need to get this now to go with my Conan.
Yeah.
And I went in, and I said, by any chance you happen to have Cole? Because I was going for breakfast right across the street. And he went, yeah, it's up there somewhere. We just kind of looked, and it was in with a bunch of like these modern, figures, ink figures.
Right.
So yeah,
Next you need is Krull.
I need Krull. Anyway, Cole the
I like the weapon from Krull.
the thing that you throw.
The glaive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, show me what you got.
All right. Okay. Remember, I had this already,
Yes,
and
it's-
we looked it
What
up and
is
we
this?
couldn't find it, but we found a Superman that this had been painted and turned into.
yes, very
it's a-
weird.
It's a water gun, but it's missing the front part.
Sure.
Character water gun. And then Dre, what got me this one?
Oh wow.
So this
That's
is
Tonto.
Tonto, aka Toro.
Toro.
Yeah. So that kind of goes
Oh
along.
come on! I wonder if this is the Lone Ranger because he's wearing his neckerchief.
It could be then, but why is he not wearing his mask?
Because they could have given him another piece.
Maybe.
I don't know. Very cool though.
And then there's this one.
Oh no way! Oh, I know. You know. As I saw the bag rip, they haven't disguised it.
There's a cowboy as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll turn this way. So yeah, there's this cowboy.
Yeah.
And
Where is he?
I don't know. Cowboy with the mustache. Look up close.
Nope. No, thank you. He looks like somebody. He looks like Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say, yeah. And Charles Bronson was in some westerns.
Yeah, it could be based on him loosely. Who knows?
Could be, yeah.
Very cool.
And this would be without license, so this is
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
trying to look like
like
Tonto
character.
Toro, yeah. And this
Very
one,
cool.
the header cards are pretty beat up, but this one is almost
They look 70s.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, made in Taiwan, 70s.
Yeah. Put this together. And a bunch of Mickey Mouse on board.
Is it a musketeer?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's cool, eh?
I love him.
And I got an eyeball.
Oh, I love a good eyeball like that. Very good. We're gonna have to take a photo of you wearing that for the thumbnail.
Fridge magnet.
Oh yeah.
Skull ring. And it's like a little weird parrot head.
Very cool.
Little parrot head that he had.
So this figure is of a wrestler from ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, a guy named New Jack. He was extremely violent, so much so that there's something called the mass transit incident, which almost got him, imprisoned because it was just so over the top crazy. So what happened was in November of 1996, a 17-year-old kid claimed that he was in his early 20s and that he was fully trained as a wrestler. He somehow had him and his dad talk himself to be booked on the show. They teamed him up with another wrestler and they pitted him against New Jack and another wrestler. And in the locker room, the kid, who was completely green, started to kind of tell New Jack how to do his job and what to do, and said he wanted him to get what's in the wrestling world called color, which is when you nick your forehead and you bleed. But he didn't know how to do it. So New Jack said that he would do it himself. And he essentially scalped the kid in the ring. And he almost died. New Jack was charged, but he was acquitted. And he was also sued by the family. The company was sued by the family because they allowed a 17-year-old kid to be on the show, but they didn't win because they were under false pretense.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid got not only made infamous by the beatdown of a lifetime, but there was nothing criminal that came of it.
And almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And New Jack, this figure is a little controversial because there's a version of him with the noose around his neck and without the noose around his neck.
Jesus.
So there is the version with the noose. He was in a tag team called the Gangstas, and he's no longer with us. But yeah, really interesting figure that this was made. And there was controversy with this around his neck. So they did a version with and without the noose.
Right. Is that the only figure?
So there's one figure, lots of controversy around him.
Yeah, no kidding.
This guy no-showed an event, and they did a wellness check on his home, and it was the scene of a grisly murder-suicide where he took the life of his kid, his wife, and then himself. And that's Chris Benoit. So there was a lot of figures made of Chris Benoit over the years. In that happening, he kind of was erased and scrubbed from WWE history. They've taken him off the shows. All his past accolades are not really mentioned, unless there's like a brief mentioning of him in something. But generally speaking, he's been scrubbed, and rightfully so. But here's the thing: they say he did what he did because of a history of concussions. There's so many theories, and there's so many different conspiracy theories that someone else did it and it was a setup and all kinds of crazy. But this figure is one of the ones that came out when he was in WCW. So this would have been about 3 or 4 years before the 2007 murder suicide.
And then right next to Von Fake Name was Undead Media, and he had a whole bunch of superheroes way down low, so I had to crouch down and dig through the bins.
Digging, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's a nice one, yeah. Nice big Colossus. That one.
Oh man, I would have loved this as a kid.
A nice Terroronto sticker. It's cool. Put that on my pressure pot. Marvel Girl.
Yep.
Yeah. And Lady Loki.
Oh,
so
know what that is.
I took Lady Loki out, and there was like this little like rubber spiral of magic that was supposed to go in her hand.
Oh yeah.
And it went boing, boing, boing.
And it went flying.
And I can't find it. I searched for like a half an hour digging around.
Oh no.
And it's like boing, gone.
That was it.
Forever.
Gone.
So she used to have little spiral magic.
So good.
He's great, eh? Nice sculpt on him.
Oh, it's Cyclops.
Cyclops. I like his boots.
So good.
His big boots.
3 X-Men. You know how much I love the X-Men.
Yeah, all the X-Men.
Very cool. Yeah, I like how gritty he looks. Is that on purpose, or is it just an old toy?
I believe it's on purpose. It's there's a wash on there, like a
very
wash.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So this, of course, is our good friend Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, they all fainted when they saw. See, they all ran. All the scariest of the scary ran when Pee Wee came out. So, of course, Pee Wee's Playhouse, 1987 to 1990, ran for 5 seasons. In 1991, he was in Sarasota, Florida, and was in an adult theater where they were conducting a raid in the adult theater, and they caught 3 people.
Well, there's 3.
There was 3, and then he was in the other side, and he was fully exposed and watching the adult film.
Fully exposed.
Fully exposed, and when he was arrested, he told the police, "I'm Pee Wee Herman, and if you can let me off with this, I can donate my time and do something for the kids of Sarasota." And they went, "No," and he ended up getting charged.
Wow.
And I mean, let's face it.
I guess he tried.
He tried. Let's face it. I'm going to go to the bat for him. What he did may have been stupid, but it is not, in my opinion, so criminal that it should have ended his career.
Yeah, it did end his career.
It ended his career. Now, let's just also look at this. I think he kind of wanted it to happen at the same time, because I think he wanted to go into more serious roles, which serious in the sense of he's not playing this character. He ended up being in different movies, Batman Forever. He was in Mystery Men. He was in Matilda. He still had a very great career.
So it didn't. It killed his Pee Wee Herman.
He killed his Pee Wee Herman children's show career.
His children sort of like.
Yeah, he had a resurgence, a new movie about I would say maybe about 8 or 9 years ago. The new movie came out, Pee Wee's I don't remember what it was called. It was like Pee-wee's Vacation, I think it was called.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it was okay. I watched it. It was fun. It was weird seeing him later in life playing this character because it didn't look the same. But you
Right.
can't blame someone for aging.
Yeah, you get older. Yeah.
Right. And anyway, yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Obviously, these were all recalled the minute that story broke.
Oh, they were. Eh?
They were all pulled off the shelf. And I worked at Zeller's when that happened. And I remember them all going in a clearance bin for $1.
Oh, that's how they dealt with it.
That's how they got rid of half of them. Well, the Zellers didn't want to throw them away. Zellers just put them down to $1, and that was it. See you later.
Still got to make some money.
But I remember like seeing them and going, "Oh yeah, whatever, I don't care." And then I had a friend who set this up in her Pee Wee's Playhouse environment, and she took Catra and had Catra whipping them as a bad boy. I'm not going to say who that friend was, but that was one of the same figures that she had in that environment.
Your greenness, the Earthlings are much more advanced than we imagined. They have chairs that talk,
Sit with me.
windows that speak,
What a day.
globes that teach,
You've got lots to learn.
birds that talk,
Come play with me.
flowers that dance, and screens that walk, and their leader. Boy, can he dress.
Pee-wee's Playhouse playset. Each character sold separately from Matchbox.
This is the figure that came out after the fact. So it's Sid Vicious, of course, of the Sex Pistols, who was charged with the stabbing death of his girlfriend, Nancy Spugden, at the Chelsea Hotel. And only a couple of months later, he died of a drug overdose. And there was no figures of him that ever came out until much later, until around 2002, I think, is the first Sid Vicious figure.
Oh yeah, there's a tall one.
The tall
We
one.
saw
There's a
that.
couple, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one's
the
by
latest one, yeah.
Super 7.
Yeah.
And really cool figure of Sid. He's trying to play his bass. And of course, the controversy around him is, well, he murdered his girlfriend. And there's so many theories on that. I'm not going to speculate on it because I don't know.
Yeah.
But we can only assume that there was a confrontation.
There was a lot of drugs.
Going on. There was a story, a controversy that there was a drug dealer that did it. There was another one that he got her.
Because I don't think he even remembered.
He has no clue. He woke up and she was gone, and you know that's all we know. There was no real evidence to prove otherwise, or that he did do it. We don't know.
Yeah.
But he died before they could go to trial, so it's kind of just this mythos. But yep, there's a figure of controversy. And then I have two more. This one we covered on the last episode.
I have a lot of toys here.
But yeah, you can show those. This one we covered on the last episode, so I'm not going to get into too much. But that is the Anissa Jones doll, who, of course, on her 18th birthday, I said 17 on the last episode. It was her 18th birthday on August 28th, 1976, that she was in, she was on the Strip. She met up with some people. She went to a party and she overdosed, and they reported it in the news. Not event, just kind of just a mention, and that was the end of her. And so that's the doll of Anissa. Sad on sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, there, and her pants keep falling down. Look at that. That's
Miniature Spencer was there.
Oh yeah, how small is he now? Is he like this big now? Oh, he's growing a little. He got a bit bigger.
He was standing on top of his on his
table. Yeah, of course he
like,
was.
Hello,
hi, little miniature Spencer.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
He makes obviously he makes miniatures.
Well, you can't really hear him. You gotta have to. Hello, Spencer. Is that you? Well, there you are.
So he made him a whole bunch of stuff. So I bought one of the things he.
He's terrified of flies. Well, they're gigantic to him. Think about.
All right, enough. So he made a whole bunch of frig magnets out of spray foam, and then he put in teeth and eyes.
Oh, I love it. They look like teratomas.
That's what it says. That's what it says on the back.
Oh, is that really?
Or sorry, not on the back, but that's what he called them, teratomas.
That's a teratoma frig magnet.
Yeah,
that's a great band name.
That's exactly what he called it.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this.
And then he had, and then underneath his booth, he had a whole bunch of VHSs. So I got.
Oh yeah,
Enemy
Mine. I haven't seen that in years.
This is a great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it back in. This is like
88.
Yeah, something.
When is it from? 88, 87,
85.
85.
Yeah, so I saw it like in the late 80s.
Sure.
And I haven't seen it since. And I watched it and I was like, oh man, I forgot all about it.
It's a great movie.
It. It's like you go on. It's like you go camping with your worst enemy, and it's in space. and then your worst enemy gets pregnant and then dies on you. That's a pretty weird movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long Lost Plastic was at Terroronto as well.
Yes.
Friend of the show. And
Oh, I like this already.
I got the last one that I needed.
Oh, the frog soldier.
Yeah, the what's it called?
Toad.
Storm Toad Trooper.
Yeah.
I don't have this gun. Do you have this gun?
Yeah, I might. I don't think I have
So
it.
there's a hole in the back. Does he have a backpack as well or
Yeah,
something?
I think he does.
So I'm missing all the stuff, but
Good piece.
at least I have one
Yeah, you got
to start. It's got that weird
Yeah, he's
90s
got
foot.
90s foot.
A 90s like
With the knee bent and the foot on an
and
angle.
the fucking
So annoying.
I hate that so much. Anyways, I have one now, and he's cool. He looks pretty neat. Yeah, there's looks like something goes into his back. Definitely had one or two guns.
Yeah.
Not sure. Maybe a knife. I don't know. We'll have to look it up, or you guys can tell us. Lady Loki wants to take a nap.
Her pants keep falling down.
And I got this one. Shira.
Oh, she's great. That's Double Trouble.
Double Trouble. Yeah.
I don't have her in that such good shape.
She's cool, eh? I think this is like a different outfit that
Oh,
you
then
could buy
maybe
for
it
her.
is.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Because you can change her face, right?
Yeah, how do you do it?
No, I know.
It's underneath there.
I'm in a good mood. You didn't clean the house. Now I'm in a bad
I
mood.
was trying to figure out how to turn her head because I knew that she had two faces. So it's hidden underneath her
She's
clothes.
the She-Ra Manny Faces,
Yes. Yeah.
only with one change.
I didn't dare go underneath her. So you just went
Sure. Good figure.
for it. Yeah. And this weirdo,
That's a Mark's Viking.
I know you said that.
It is a Mark's Viking.
But there's no pictures on the internet.
I had two of those actually at one point, and they come with a little sword and a shield, and the sword goes in the scabbard. It is 100% a Mark's
But
Viking.
it's painted so badly.
Doesn't matter. It's still a Mark's Viking.
And Long Lost said it was Mark's. And I didn't
It
believe
is
him.
Mark's. It's a Mark's
Because
Viking.
all the ones I could find were smaller and
Eric the Red, Mark's Viking.
yeah.
I'm not lying.
Every one I saw was like about this big and it had a green base attached to the base.
Right.
And there was nobody with an unattached and this height.
Yeah.
So it was very frustrating. So you think that is?
It is. I know it is. I
You
had
you
actually.
have them.
I had a couple of them, and I gave them to Papa Jimbo because he does the Viking stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has.
Yeah.
them.
He has them,
All right. Cool. All right. It's good to know.
and he had a helmet. He has a helmet with horns. His accessories.
Which is not Viking.
No, that was
It was a myth.
opera,
Yeah.
and then it was also Hollywood.
Right.
Yeah, Vikings never had helmets.
So I have two special ones left. Do we want to do?
Yeah, we'll do the final one. This one's probably the crime of the century.
Oh, yeah.
1973, top of his career, Buffalo Bills, O.J. Simpson, number 32. He was a national treasure, the most recognized athlete in the world, looked up to
Lots of people drank orange juice because of him.
Yeah. He was the first to run 2,000 yards in a season. I'm not a football fan, or I don't know. I mean, that seems to be a lot. That's like 2 kilometers worth of space on the field, which I can only imagine would be a lot because whenever I've watched football, they only run a few feet.
Yeah.
So maybe he was something exceptional at getting, goals.
Yeah.
But anyway, that being said, in 1994, his second wife, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were found dead, stabbed outside of the guest house, essentially. And he was the suspect number 1. A few days later, when he was made aware that he was a suspect, he fled. And
I remember the footage.
Oh yeah, I remember that afternoon.
His white
Bronco,
the
slow chase. And every time I'm in LA, I drive down that highway, and I'm always like, "Well, we're going the same speed because it's just such bad traffic, right?" But
wasn't there a glove?
Well, the glove. What happened was there was a glove that had blood on it, and it had shrunken, so it didn't fit his hand. So there was that whole thing: if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. But it was also a lot of speculation that there was things planted there
Yeah.
to
There's
incriminate
lots of stories
him.
about it,
There
yeah.
was all sorts of different racism theories, and there's all kinds of stuff going on.
And he got off, right?
He did. That was on October 3rd of 95. He had the most viewed trial in history.
Brilliant.
And I remember the day he got off, I was at my dad's, and I remember everyone going, "Oh,
Yeah.
he escaped that one." You know, like I think it was one of those situations
They
where
just didn't have enough.
they didn't
evidence.
have real solid evidence to say you did it without a shadow of a doubt.
Right. Yeah.
But as we know, he went on in life to be a super prick and continue being a dick, violent outbursts and attacking people. He ended up going to jail for other reasons. He had been burgled, and he went to the person's house and tried to get his stuff back and had a gun, and then he got arrested for that.
Oh, wow.
Just all kinds of stuff. But he was shamed, and yes, the O.J. Simpson doll from the 70s. It looks just like him.
Yeah, a young version. Yeah.
Young version of him,
Yeah.
yeah. He had the knives in his back pocket. You can see it's right there.
Of course.
But yeah, controversial toy, number 6. Show me what else you got.
All right. So, as you may know, if you've been following along, you know that Mysteiron has no sense of smell.
I don't have a sense of smell.
And I picked up 2 really, really cool toys from Long Lost Plastics.
Okay.
These are the Rustberry oily jigglers.
Ah,
And they fucking reek.
really?
They
Because
are
they're breaking down?
No. They always smell like this. People always talk about the oily jigglers
Okay.
and how that smell.
Let's see if I can do it.
So I'm keeping them in Ziploc bags because they smell so bad. I can smell them through the Ziploc bags. It's very powerful, and I'm hoping that you can smell something.
I hope I can too, because it would be like showing Stevie Wonder a coloring book and seeing if he can see what colors you drawn in them.
I don't know if that's exactly.
It's exactly the same thing. I'm smell blind. You show Helen Keller a box of crayons, she's still, no matter how colorful they are, she's not going to be able to see them.
Maybe not.
Are these protective glasses for these jigglers?
Yeah, this is to protect me from the smell.
Yeah, give it on over. Oh, those are so cool, man.
I want to show them off first. So the first one is a skunk, and his name is Stinky. He's missing a flower. Oh fuck! I can just smell him already. I just popped the Ziploc bag open. He's missing a flower that goes on top of his hands.
Okay. Oh, wow. What is this?
And this is really jiggly and very, very oily.
Oh, it's very stiff.
Yeah. There's residue. You must be able to smell it.
Nothing.
No, eh? It's so strong.
Nothing. I
It
can't
is so
smell
strong.
a single thing.
Like it's giving me a headache. It's well, I don't know.
It kind, you know what it? I
This,
can
this is
kind of.
this string is so old.
I don't know. I know. I don't think I can smell anything.
Okay. And the way these are made is this. There's this gold string which is very, very old. This one is 60s, so it's starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
But there's a wire that goes through here, all the way
Right,
through to the bottom,
right.
to be able to hold the weight of the whole
Yeah.
thing. So it's skewered right through it.
So how do you ungrease that alcohol?
You don't. They're just oily jigglers.
They're always oily.
They're always going to be like this, as far as I know. So yeah, that's stinky. And the flower would have been right there.
Yeah.
And the eyes are made out of something else, plastic eyes.
Okay.
Like this is like a nice, heavy chunk.
Yeah.
Chunky.
No, I don't smell anything.
Nothing, eh? Okay,
Nothing.
we'll try number 2.
Try number 2.
This one's Froggy or Froggy.
Oh, he's great.
He's really jiggly. Look at that.
I
right?
absolutely love him.
He's got a nice big bow tie, and he's missing his straw hat. But he's pretty good.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my
Absolutely.
honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Burr, 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 burr. Huh?
There's something.
Yeah. There's got to be this.
I don't know what it is. I can.
Smells
It's
so
in the back
bad.
of my throat. It's almost like
Yeah. Yeah.
it just. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like. I can sense in the back of my throat there's like a chemical
It's very chemically, yeah.
It's very faint.
Really?
I hope I don't get sick from smelling that.
You get jiggle fever?
Whoa.
I got jiggle fever. Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. There we go. Oily jigglers.
There you have it. And those are worth money.
Yeah, they are.
Ugh. Anyway.
Oh, look, he sits.
There's your episode of Heinz 57.
Whoa.
Toy Surprise. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. We need 1,000 followers. We need 1,000 subscriptions. And we're going to go live from the toy show. You'll see.
And if you're going to be in Oshawa, not this Sunday, I think it's next Sunday, 29th of June.
Yeah.
I'm doing the punk rock flea market with my friend Dre Z's.
Good to know.
If you're in that area, come by.
Come by and say hello.
Say hello.
I don't know where I'll be. I won't be with you, though.
No.
I think I have shows.
Oshawa's really far away. Too.
That's 40 miles away.
Yeah, like an hour
An hour and 10 minutes or
Yeah.
something. But anyway, we'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
You know, Freddie, it's been a long 16 weeks, but I just want you to know, even though I've been a little tough on you, I really do like you.
Oh, go yourself, Charlie.
Hey, you green son of a bitch. I've been putting up with you. I've been showing you mercy.
You're nothing but an old...
One stinking night you caught me with my cousin Orson and you got the guts to call me a...
Yeah, well, you've wanted me since the start of the series.
Well, now that it's all out in the open, we might as well have a ball.